Today's project will be replacing the brake pads on this Polaris Sportsman 400. Here are the new pads we purchased. And we'll start by removing the wheel. The first thing we need to do is remove the 3/16 Allen head bolt that's right in here. This will give us room to remove the brake pads later. Next, with a 1/2 inch, remove the 2 mounting bolts for the caliper. Now that we have the caliper off, we'll have to push the piston in with a C-clamp. I just leave the brake pads on to give something to push against. Next, we'll remove the old brake pads. Sometimes just prying up on them slightly with a screwdriver makes them pop out just that much easier. Not much left of these at all. Oh, yep, came right off. So the new pads go on this opposite way the old ones come off, I guess. Just slide it over the one post. And just pry it ever so gently over the other one. Will go. There's a tight fit though. There we go. And that's it. We're ready to put the caliper back on. Spread the pads apart with your fingers. There we are. We've used a little bit of blue Loctite on the mounting bolts for the caliper. Just need to finish tightening up the caliper. And then reinstall the little Allen head screw that goes in here. Now we just have to put the wheel back on and we're done with the front brakes. So next we're on to the rear brakes, and again we'll start by removing the rear wheel. Next we'll remove the 2 mounting bolts, 9/16. Next we're supposed to be removing this clip here that holds the brake pads in, but it's rusted in there solid. I'm going to have to soak that in penetrating oil for a few minutes. See if you can't wiggle it and get it out. But it's in there, it doesn't want to move. So now we just push the caliper in a little, double piston, and install the new pads. So with this small C-clamp we're able to push the pistons back in. There's dual pistons like I said earlier, so just put the C-clamp on both sides, push the piston in a little ways, and you'll be all set to put the new brake pads on. Next thing I'm going to do though is soak this down a little bit of brake clean, get rid of that penetrating oil I had to use. We're just hosing it down with a little bit of brake clean, get all that penetrating oil off. We don't want any oil on the brake pads. Next we need to put the brake pads back in. We'll do it one at a time here. Send the clip in. Pads have the little holes in them, and the clip goes through those holes as well, as does the spacer. Spacer goes in through the top. Pads come up from the bottom. There we go, they're all in. We just need to spread them apart and put them over top of the rotor. All that's left is to put the two mounting bolts back in. Again, we've used a little bit of blue Loctite on them. All the brakes on this will work right down to nothing. So this should be a big improvement in stopping, that's for sure. A lot safer to drive now. So after we torque these down, the only thing left then is to put the back tire back on. And we're done. We'll pump up the brakes a few times, get everything set. We'll check the fluid, and we should be good to go. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.